How you doing, Coach?
I didn't see you up there. Thank you.
Well, bro.
All right, gentlemen, we had a great football. It's a great game.
Nobody telling me what up here. Sorry.
It's going to help them up. They're not going to draw. It's up to you. I have a team favor. We'll play football. Okay, thank you for your practice. Come on.
Cap. Oh, God. You got him. JP. Take your pose.
Yeah, JP.
Good afternoon. Welcome to today's game on Memorial Field. Today, Newburgh Free Academy Goldbacks are playing your Mamaroneck Tigers. Newburgh is coached by assistant coaches Andy Toback, Mike Robinson, Ben Lazarski, and James Horton Jr. Head coach Bill Bianca. Mamaroneck assistant coaches David Smith, Justin Washington, Peter O'Byrne, James Berg, and Kevin Martins. Head coach Anthony Vitti.
Now, if I were to go like that.
We'd like to thank our cheerleaders who are here today. Head coach Lisa Ferraro and Lindsay Soto.
How about now? Awesome. And you are clear.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
If I were to go this way.
Yeah, you're good.
Good?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good.
And then if I were to go that way. Perfect. Awesome.
Thank you again, Section 9, for coming down to Section 1. Our sports game announcement, it's the objective of Mamaroneck and Section 1 and New York State Public High School Athletic Association to have today's game contested in the most sportsmanlike atmosphere possible. The officials have been instructed to tolerate absolutely no unsportsmanlike conduct from the players. We ask the fans to help us reach our objective by conducting themselves in a sportsmanlike and respectful manner. Thank you very much for your cooperation and enjoy the game. Today's officials: George Zablo, John DiCarlo, Philip Sanders, Francis Burnell, Thomas Minnie, and Patrick English. Thank you for holding on to us for the game today.
I got to be able to switch and go back and forth and have a seat. You know what I mean? I got to be able to go up. switching.
Oh, one captain. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they've switched things up a bit. You have to keep amping for the switch.
One, two, three. Let's go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Memorial Field at Mamaroneck High School for Game 2 of spring football in the 2021 Mamaroneck High School football season. We have a bit of a shift in the schedule as Yonkers was not able to play this week due to COVID concerns. So we have a fill-in team, and what a team we have. It is Newburgh Free Academy. They come in at 2-0 with their first victory, 35-0, and their second victory, 51-21. So this is a very talented team set to kick off the Goldbacks of Newburgh, and it's a squib kick that doesn't make it past the 35-yard line. It is fallen on there by, I believe that was Jack Ramsey. And Mamaroneck will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Mamaroneck coming off a fantastic victory last week over the White Plains Tigers. Performances across the board for Mamaroneck, too many to name right now, but we'll get into it as the game progresses. Starting off the action for today with Mamaroneck at quarterback is the senior Grant Malice, committed to Bucknell for lacrosse. Next to him is the junior running back, Longezo Sandrum. Senior running back. Number 11, Alex Verney, is in the halfback spot. They pull it back, get it over to Betton. Quick juke step, and he avoids one tackle and is brought down just shy of the 45-yard line. It will be down marked at the 44. Solid pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 1, Nicholas Obregon, sophomore wide receiver. Benton split wide at the top of your screen. Tyler Loga at the bottom of your screen. Pass over the middle. Oh, and it's complete to Obregon. Beautiful pass by Malice. Connects with his sophomore receiver. And Mamaroneck is in business inside Newburgh territory down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Mamaroneck. The Tigers employ a no-huddle offense, getting their plays signaled in via football sign language. Malice with the quick drop back. The pass to Sandrum is just short. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Mamaroneck. Taking a look at the defense for Newburgh. Number 2, Samaj Branch, a 6'1", 220 junior, is the defensive end there. Malice with a nice hard count draws them off sides, and they pick up 5 yards without running a play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 as they repeat 2nd down after the 5-yard encroachment penalty is marched off, bringing it down to the Newburgh 31-yard line. See Miles Fleming at the top of your screen there, number 14. Malice with another quick hard count to see if they could get some formation indicators from Newburgh. Not much movement on the defense though, so they execute the play, and unfortunately Newburgh has sniffed it out, and it will end up in a loss for Sandrum on the quick handoff in the pistol formation. Or sorry, actually the shotgun formation, as Sandrum was to his left. Matt Sommer is the left guard. Brendan Graney, senior 2-year starter at center, as Malice drops back to pass again. He's got Loga deep, and he missed him out to the right as Loga was bleeding a little bit inside, and Malice was going for a pass up the numbers to the outside. So Mamaroneck will send in its punting unit as it is now 4th and 5. Or sorry, 4th and 13 after that 8-yard loss on the handoff to Sandrum. Back to receive for Newburgh is number 6, Unique Hicks. Greenberg just does get it off. It sails out of bounds inside the 30 and will be marked out at the 30-yard line. So that'll be where Newburgh takes over. On comes the senior quarterback for Newburgh, Amari Tice, number 1 in uniform. He is 6'6", 220. A lot of size on this Newburgh Goldbacks team. One of the strongest programs of the last 10 years in New York State, and a jet sweep around the left side. And he is brought down just past the 30-yard line is number 18, Emmanuel Williams, senior running back. Pickup of a 1st down. So I'm sorry, I called that out at the 30-yard line. It was out at the 20-yard line on the punt by Greenberg, and now Newburgh is out at the 31. Number 70, Aiden Harrison, is the center. Tice hands it off, cuts it outside, and is brought down by Brian Albert, who sniffs that play out and brings him down by the legs. Good tackle from the leading tackler last season. The senior Brian Albert had some interest from several colleges, but has decided to follow in the family tradition and attend Northwestern next fall, as was the case with his 2 older brothers and his father. It's now 2nd down and 5. Wide receiver split right to the top of your screen. Handoff up the middle. He's met by a defender and then tackled by a host of defenders, including Albert and Miles Fleming, in addition to, I believe, Will Paneros, number 20. And might have been Alex Verney in there in the mix as well. Alex Verney playing left end, Paul Fuller at the right defensive end, Justin Potus at the right tackle, Matt Sommer at the left tackle. Verney and Fuller flip sides. Scissors play is snuffed out right away by Mamaroneck. Solid defensive stop there. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 3. And we'll see if Newburgh, yes, they do send on their punting unit. So good job by Mamaroneck to stop Newburgh on their first drive after only 1 first down picked up. They will punt now on 4th and 3 with 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Back deep to receive for Mamaroneck will be the sophomore, Jason Cox. Low side angled punt, bounces out of bounds, and Mamaroneck will take over just inside their own 30-yard line. So nothing doing for either team here in the beginning. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Handoff to Sandrum, and he breaks free into the secondary and taken down just shy of the 40-yard line after a nice 13-yard gain on 1st down. Picks up another first for Mamaroneck. Fleming split wide on the top of your screen. Tyler Loga at the bottom. Unfortunately, I see Jack Betton as Nallis passes it. He had Fleming. But it is picked off at the very last second by Nashawn Johnson. The defensive back floated over and snatched it away just at the very last second. He had Fleming in the clear. They're saying on the field that he bobbled it and dropped it, but it seems that the referees don't see it that way, and so it will be a turnover after the first interception of the season by Malice. He has played so well so far this season, and he did have that receiver. Unfortunately, I guess he just put a little too much air under it that time. So Newburgh now takes over. As I was starting to say, Jack Betton is on the sidelines with an ice pack on his shoulder. Has his shoulder pads off, so we'll see if he's able to re-enter the game. Tice drops back and he goes to pass. He's got a receiver open. Zach Schwab defending on the play, able to bring him down after a pickup of about 25 on the play, maybe 28 yards. It's down to the Mamaroneck 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Newburgh there. Mamaroneck is missing Nathan Friedman in his, I believe, his last day of COVID protocol. They're also missing Ben Dutton out with a injured knee. Good job there by Yeli Sek, bringing the running back to the ground after a loss of about a yard on the play. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress. Maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. No, they mark it down after a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Great job by Sek to not wait for that play to develop and make the play in the backfield. I believe that was Elijah Bevier on that carry. Tackle for a loss for Sek. So they're also missing Ben Dutton with the sore knee, and Henry Bennett out with COVID protocol as well. Handoff again to Bevier. Stutter step around the 30, and he's tackled there by Albert. Pickup of 4 on the play, or actually pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Newburgh. Potential passing down as Johnson is split wide on the bottom of your screen. Single receiver set. It's a 12 formation. Oh, and they almost had him in the backfield, and Tice now picks up and runs himself inside the 20-yard line, and a penalty flag comes down at the very last moment. We'll see what that call is. Looks like Tice was taken down around the 15-yard line. We'll see what the call is. Probably an illegal block in the back or a late hit. Those are really the only 2 outcomes, and it looks like Mamaroneck is happy with the call. So yes, it is an illegal block in the back, and will nullify that gain. I'm not sure what's happening here. They marched it back from the spot of the foul, I guess, which is why it's now 3rd and 3 rather than a 1st down, with the penalty marched off after that. Tice drops back to pass. Quick pass, complete, and he races across the line to gain down to the 21, so they do in fact get the 1st down. Nice completion to Jaden Caballero. Hit hard by Mamaroneck at the 20. And it'll be 1st and 10, Goldbacks there. Still no score, 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first period. This is Stephen Astis coming to you from Mamaroneck High School's Memorial Field. The Mamaroneck Tigers versus the Newburgh Goldbacks. Tice with the handoff to a stumbling Eric Duncan, and Duncan is dropped after a pickup of a couple yards. It's a tough situation for Mamaroneck to be missing the players that they're missing, and now be missing Jack Benton as well, whose arm is in a sling with an ice pack on his shoulder. So it's possibly the end of his day. We'll have to see as things progress. Fumble on the play, on the snap, and Tice falls on it. He is tapped up by Sommer and Schwab, who will split the sack or tackle for a loss. So after that loss, it's now 3rd down and a long 7, I guess we can call it. Clock continues to roll at 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Caballero is split wide to the left. Tice fakes the handoff. He's chased down and he throws incomplete as he's brought to the ground by Fuller. with Verney also in pursuit. Both defensive ends get to the quarterback on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it's 4th down at about the 18-yard line. That would make for a 35-yard field goal attempt. We'll see if they go for the field goal or go for 1st down so close inside the red zone. Tice coming back on the field. It looks like they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, D! Come on, D! Right here!
Amari Tice was in the shotgun there, but the coach, I guess, didn't like what he was seeing on the field, so a timeout is called with 2:58 remaining. Still no score here at Mamaroneck High School. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Varsity Sports.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
So we're back. It's 4th down, and Newburgh has its offense on the field. It's a 4-wide set. 2 receivers at the top, 2 receivers at the bottom. 1 single back. Tice drops back to pass. Quick pass over the middle, caught for the touchdown. Touchdown complete to Unique Hicks. Over the middle, Miles Fleming on the coverage there, unable to close the distance in time before Hicks able to come down with the catch and stride in for the score from just a couple more yards away. And so it's now 6-0 Newburgh. And they're bringing on a player to attempt the extra point. On to attempt the extra point is number 55, Vito Grazzi. 5'10", 5'11", 210-pound linebacker. Sorry, offensive lineman. Also serving as the place kicker for Newburgh. Snap is low, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:52 remaining, the score is now 7-0 Goldbacks over the Tigers. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Remember, we're in the clock hitting. Just stay, change the thing.
So we're back at Memorial Field in Mamaroneck. Tigers down now 7-0 to the Goldbacks. Back to receive number 21, Zach Schwab. And in to kick off, number 55, Vito Grassi. Another squib kick, this time taken by Loga. He is driven back at the 35-yard line, just shy of the 35. Good job by Loga to hold on to that ball after bringing it forward for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Mamaroneck will take over at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10, after going down by a score. So 2:47 remaining. Mamaroneck playing strong here, just a couple of solid execution moments by Newburgh is the difference in the game. Malice definitely still thinking about that interception. You know that he's going to be even sharper coming out here in the shotgun with Sandrum to his right. Handoff to Sandrum, and he's into the secondary. Good job by Longezo, breaking a tackle across the 50-yard line. 1st down, Mamaroneck. Great deception by Malice there as he's able to put it in the belly of Sandrum and still draw enough attention from the defenseman of Newburgh that Sandrum just waltzed right past them and through the offensive line. Great job so far by this Mamaroneck offensive line, down a few players. And a penalty here as the Newburgh defensive back got into the mug of Tyler Loga, and Loga very smartly pointed out he's not allowed to do that. Looked to the ref, and the ref threw the flag and called the penalty. 5 yards, Mamaroneck. Good job by the tall, I believe he's 6'6", wide receiver defensive back for Mamaroneck. Had a fantastic hockey season for the Tigers. He's now covered deep as Sandrum gets it again. This time he's wrapped up inside. Looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 now for the Tigers. Goldbacks were not fooled on that one as Verney now comes back into the game for Will Paneros. Obregon and Fleming split wide on the top of your screen. Loga split wide to the bottom. Verney in the H-back spot. Shotgun snap, handoff. Keeps it this time and is wrapped up for a loss. Sack and a loss of 1 as Malice tries to tuck it and run at the last second as he saw he didn't have a receiver open. So they'll now be 3rd down and 7. Malice with a key early 3rd down conversion attempt. He's got the receiver open, and Loga completes the pass to Tyler Loga right at the sticks. Good job by Loga to know where he was on the field as he's just across the line to gain down to the Goldbacks 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Mamaroneck. Great 3rd down conversion by Grant Malice with a beautiful strike into the numbers of his big receiver. Nice quick snap. He gives it to Sandrum. Good job there by Longezo to get inside the 35. Pickup of about 2 on that play. draw them off. So now he looks to get the official call from the sideline. Whistle, and that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, Newburgh 7, Mamaroneck nothing. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows,
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
how-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Welcome back to Memorial Field and LMC Media's presentation of Mamaroneck Varsity Sports. We've now flipped sides as Mamaroneck is heading right to left on your screen. It is 2nd down and 8 as Malice is in the shotgun. Newburgh is showing blitz. Verney in the H-back spot on the right side will be there to pick up the blitz if it comes from his end. Newburgh now retreats from that formation set. Malice hands it off to Sandrum. He bounces outside. He's got some running room. Gets across the 30, down inside the 25. We'll see there where they mark him down. Looks like he has enough for the first down. We'll wait for the call. And they do mark him at the 25-yard line, just enough for the first down. Sandrum has been a godsend for this Mamaroneck team as his running this season has really catapulted the offense. The offensive line obviously is where it all starts, and they have just done a spectacular job in their first game of victory over the White Plains Tigers, and now here in the early going against Newburgh. Great cutback by Sandrum. Unfortunately, he's met at the line, so it is no gain on that play. Was able to make one or two guys miss initially, though. Ryan Johansson is playing left tackle. Matt Sommer is the left guard. Brendan Graney is the center. As Malice drops back to pass, he's got Verney on the screen. He's open, he makes one player miss, fights through another tackle, and then falls forward inside the 20, down to the 18. Great second down pickup by the senior committed to Washington and Lee to play football. Continuing on at the offensive line, Owen Karpalis is the right guard. Good job by Malice, making one player miss, making another player miss, and then he fights down inside the 15. Looks like he has enough for another Mamaroneck first down. And as that was some great blocking by the offensive line, let's finish out credit where credit is due. The right tackle, number 75, Dylan Calderon, helped open up some holes there for Malice on that play. Tyler Loga now split wide to the left along with Obregon. Fleming split wide to the right. Pitch play to Sandrum. He avoids one tackle, tries to cut it back. Nothing working there, but he's able to fight his way back to the original line of scrimmage. Tackle made on that play by number 85, Fabian Roden. The 6'2", 250 defensive lineman for Newburgh. And it looks like there will be a timeout on the field. So Mamaroneck wants to talk it over as it's now, looks to be about 2nd down and 11 at the 15-yard line. We'll be back with more offensive action from the Mamaroneck Tigers here on LMC Media. So after Mamaroneck had a minute to talk things over, they are back on the field and ready to execute. They are lined up in their offensive set as they were before, with Logan and Obregon on the left, Fleming on the right. Malice drops back, a quick screen to Loga. Good execution there. Gets inside the 10, down to the 5, inside the 5. Looks to be enough for another Mamaroneck first down. And it will be 1st and goal for Mamaroneck. No, correction, they move it back just on the other side of the 5-yard line. So it's now 3rd down and short. Hand off to Sandrum. He bounces to the outside, bounces again, and across, in for the score. Touchdown, Mamaroneck, with 8:55 to go in the first half. Mamaroneck is on the board, and Josh Greenberg, their new place kicker, comes out for the extra point. Fantastic elusiveness by Sandrum to bounce it to the outside, not once, but twice. Effective on getting across the goal line for the score. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick into the line, no good, so it will stay 7-6. Mamaroneck now trails by 1, and we will be back in just a moment with the Mamaroneck kickoff here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high-definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Back at Memorial Field in Mamaroneck High School, Mamaroneck trails 7-6 to Newburgh. Back to receive is number 5, Ryan Kahn, and number 13, Jaden Caballero. Kick goes to Caballero, and he fumbles it out of bounds at his own 10-yard line. Nice kick by Greenberg. After the unsuccessful PAT, he's able to kick off to about the 8-yard line, and Caballero tries to run into the kick, and unfortunately it bounces off of his chest out of bounds, and they will take over at their own 10. So Grant Malice missing 2 of his 3 most effective weapons from the season opening victory over White Plains in Jack Betton, who's out now with an injury today, and Nathan Friedman, who's still in COVID protocol, able to elevate some other players like Tyler Loga and lean on the running of Longezo Sandrum. Good job on the jet sweep there for Newburgh, as he's still running out to about the 40-yard line. We'll see where he is marked down after a pickup of about 30 yards by number 18, Emmanuel Williams, the 6'2 junior running back. He is marked out at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 Goldbacks at their own 37-yard line. Felt like more of a slow developing jet sweep, but effective nonetheless, as he was able to bounce it outside and get into the defensive secondary of the Tigers. Bunch formation for the Goldbacks here. And they run a quick scissors play, and Alex Verney is not fooled for a second. Drags him down from behind. Another tackle for a loss for the senior defensive end. After a 15-tackle performance last week, had him nominated for Player of the Week in Section 1, including 2 passes deflected and a couple of tackles for a loss, in addition to a blocked punt. Verney now making his presence felt once again. You see him on the near side at defensive end. He reads it well. Good job there, and a solid tackle by the free safety, Brian Albert, taking Williams to the ground short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Newburgh at the 41-yard line. So 3rd and short situation here. Let's see what Newburgh has in store as Mamaroneck brings Calderon on for Graney, giving Graney a quick break, and Matt Sommer comes in for POTUS, Justin Potas. And the handoff up the middle, tries to break it to the outside, and he has some running room. Smart decision by Eric Duncan, the 5'10 junior, bounces it to the outside, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. That's usually a holding or a block in the back, and it is in fact holding. So that Vitti will obviously gladly take that penalty and march them back. He'll repeat third down. We'll see where it marches them back to, because in high school football it's from the spot of the foul. And that holding took place obviously in the defensive secondary, because now instead of 3rd and 1, it'll be 3rd and 5. So instead of a 10-yard penalty, because the penalty took place 6 yards across the line of scrimmage, the 10 yards marched off only is a net 4-yard loss for Newburgh. So now 3rd and 5 for the Goldbacks. Single wide receiver set to the right. Tice drops back to pass, and he is taken down, sacked by Sommer. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7. Another penalty comes in after the play. This could be trouble for Mamaroneck. Let's see what the call is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Newburgh. Saw Alex Verney looking around, a little nervous that maybe he was calling it on him, but the penalty is called on the Goldbacks, and that is after the play is dead. So that penalty will be marched off, and it will still be 4th down. So it's now 4th and 15 instead of 4th and 5. I had thought that personal conduct penalties were a 15-yard penalty, but maybe I have that rule wrong in high school. No matter, Newburgh will be punting, and Jason Cox stands inside his own 40. Let's see what kind of boot they can put on this punt. Token pressure, end over end kick. Takes a good bounce for Cox, who runs into it. Tackled at the 44-yard line and is down at the 45. He looks to be a little hobbled on that one, as he took a shot right to the leg on that play. He's up and he's good. He's a football player. That definitely hurt. He's going to be feeling that one for a little while. We'll see how he is coming back in as play resumes. Mamaroneck will take over at their own 45-yard line. 6:28 remaining here in the first half. They trail Newburgh 7-6. Mamaroneck has to be very pleased with their performance so far, missing a couple of key contributors and facing a very talented Newburgh Goldbacks team. A little bit of confusion on whose ball is whose, as the Mamaroneck game ball seemed to end up on the Newburgh sideline, but they have that sorted out now, and with Verney in the H-back slot and Sandrum to his right, Malice takes the first snap, handoff to Sandrum. He finds a hole, gets across the line of scrimmage, out after about a 3.5, maybe a 4-yard gain for Sandrum, just shy of midfield. Positive yardage on first down is key here, and then they mark it back at the 48-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 7. Hard count by Malice, ineffective. Keeps it. He's got Verney, leaps for the pass and makes the completion. Great reception for Verney over the middle. And he is brought down very quickly after making that catch, but not before he gets inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Mamaroneck. Fleming and Obregon are split wide at the top of your screen. Handoff keeper by Malice. Decent juke step there before being brought down by Jermaine Robinson of Newburgh. Malice is then helped up by Duncan. who drags him up from the turf. I guess you can call that sportsmanship. After all, Malice didn't have to get up on under his own power. Saved a little bit of energy there, and is now 2nd down and 9 after a pickup of 1 by Malice. Drops back to pass. He's looking for Fleming. Oh, and it's almost caught, and then it looks to be maybe intercepted. I think that ball hit the ground before popping back up. Have to try and take a look at the replay here and see if we can see anything. The pass goes up. Fleming gets a hand on it. Unique Hicks gets a hand on it. And then it is a diving play made by, that is Jaden Caballero. However, I think the ball bounced off the turf. If you're watching on YouTube, you can back that up and check it out for yourself. Or if you've got a DVR, of course, you can rewind. So it's now 3rd down and 9 for Mamaroneck. Another hard count to get an indicator. And then the call brought in. Malice in the shotgun, drops back. He thinks he has a receiver, he doesn't, and he tucks it. Oh, and now pass defended, intended for Loga, but Nashawn Johnson able to get in the way and bat that pass away. So it falls incomplete, unfortunately, for Mamaroneck, and brings up 4th down and 9 from the 37.5-yard line, we'll call it. So back to punt now for Mamaroneck is Josh Greenberg. And back to receive for Newburgh is number 6, Unique Hicks. And number 13, Jaden Caballero. Snap is good. Punt is up. Oh, and unfortunately it goes off the side of his foot, out of bounds. No gain on the play. There was contact with the kicker, but let's see if they call it. It looks to be. We'll wait for the call on the field. I haven't seen. Yeah, there is a flag on the ground. And I'm watching the replay, and they definitely clocked Greenberg pretty strongly. So, yes, that is a personal foul, roughing the kicker on Newburgh. It will be a 1st down for Mamaroneck. Huge turn of events here as that punt sailed out of bounds to the left due to the pressure up the middle by Newburgh, but they did not get a hand on the ball. When you touch the ball, you're allowed to make as much contact with the punter as you want, but if you do not touch the ball, it has to be unintentional incidental contact, and I think any of you that watched that can agree that that was anything but incidental contact as they leveled Greenberg and put him on the turf. So Malice is back with a second life here on this drive. 1st and 10 at the Newburgh 19-yard line. Keeps it after faking the handoff to Cox. Has an opening. Pickup of about 9 on the play. Great job on the quarterback keeper by Malice. We'll call it a long 8, so it's a short 2nd and 2. No, it is 2nd and 1 now. They gave him down to the 15-yard line, so Mamaroneck in the red zone now. We'll see what they have in store for the Goldbacks. Hand off to Sandrum there. Oh, he's tripped up just as he crosses the 15. Marked down at about the 14-yard line. Close to the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and inches. We'll see if they call for a measurement. Definitely right at the sticks. And it is enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10, Mamaroneck at the Newburgh 14-yard line. This is a crucial possession with 3:20 remaining in the first half. Malice doesn't have any receivers, and he is met by 4 defenders before being taken down after a pickup of about 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 13. Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes left now in the first half. Mamaroneck obviously still down 7-6 on the scoreboard. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I would suspect that they have gained more yardage than Newburgh has here in the first half. As Malice drops back to pass, he has Sandrum on the screen. He's brought down at the 10 after a pickup of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Mamaroneck here after that play. Clock again continues to run. 2:30 remaining in the half. Good execution on that screen pass by Mamaroneck there. Unfortunately, the linebacker core for Newburgh wasn't fooled, and they were able to get to Sandrum rather quickly. So you might hear down on the field mic that the Newburgh coaches felt that that was more time than Mamaroneck should have been allotted to call that play in from the sideline, but they did call a timeout. So we'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
We're back at Memorial Field. It is 3rd down and a long 5 for Mamaroneck. Malice drops back to pass, and he throws it into the dirt as he did not have a receiver open. It was a smart play by the quarterback, not testing or flirting with any other sort of negative outcome. Better to live to attempt the field goal. It will be a 27-yard field goal attempt by Greenberg. In our production meeting, we were speaking with Coach Vitti, who felt that he's good from 37 if needed. Let's see how Greenberg executes here. Snap is good, the kick is up. It was wide left, but there was a whistle before the play. I think we might have had some movement. Encroachment by the defense. That could be enough for a first down. We shall see what the result of this play is. Might be enough for a measurement. We'll have to see what the officials decide. If it's not a first down, it's going to be 4th and inches. Yes, and so it is going to be enough either for a first down or for the coaching staff of Mamaroneck to contemplate running a 4th and short inside the 10-yard line. Interestingly, they have not moved the ball. The officials haven't really done anything. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. We're going to have to wait and see. They might be waiting for the ball in order to march off the yardage. I guess that's what's going on. So Newburgh trying to get a jump on the snap, ended up jumping off sides early. They're now marching off the yardage. And yes, that is enough for a first. Nope, sorry. It is still 4th down, but it's now 4th and less than a yard. Snap, handoff to Fuller. He falls forward and has enough for the first. Met in the backfield. But the forward progress of the senior defensive end, one of the strongest members on the team. We'll see where they spot the ball. This might be the first measurement of the season. No, and they call it short. It'll be a turnover on downs. That's unfortunate spotting by the officials. I guess now's a good time to mention who the officials are for today's game. The referee is George Zablo. The umpire is John DiCarlo. The head linesman, Phil Sanders. The field judge is Fran Brunel. The back judge, Tom Rooney. And the clock operator is Patrick English. Take your pick about which person you want to be angry at about that call, but the spot is the spot, and Newburgh will take over at their own 5-yard line with 1:47 to go in the first half. 7-6, Newburgh leads. Handoff on the jet sweep, gets around the right end, finds a seam. Good tackle there out at the 20, but not before a big first down carry by Newburgh. So Newburgh gives itself some breathing room. The clock is stopped momentarily as they reset the ball and move the chains. 1:39 remaining in the half. Tice in the shotgun, drops back to pass, and he is sacked by Fuller and Verney once again. So a loss of about 5 on the play. We call it a loss of 4 on the sack. Give credit to Fuller on that sack. Tice looks to throw deep. He's got a receiver. Schwab defends well. Zach Schwab on that play, defending against Nashawn Johnson, the senior wide receiver. Had him blanketed there. Pass incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14. Clock is stopped with 1:08 remaining in the half. Newburgh has it at their own 16-yard line. An incomplete pass would be ideal here for Mamaroneck, but let's not get greedy. They're just looking to get a stop short of the first down. Tice drops back to pass again. The screen pass incomplete, and that could be behind the line of scrimmage. It is called an incomplete pass as the pass was forward, so it is not counted as a lateral, even though Zach Schwab or Yeli Sek actually really wanted to march that one in. Would have been a convenient fumble, pick up the scoop and score. But instead it'll be 4th and 14, and Newburgh sends on its punting unit with 1:03 remaining in the half. Zach Schwab drops back to receive the punt. Jason Cox is on the field, but I guess still a little hobbled from that last punt return. So Schwab is back at his own 50. Punter stands just outside the end zone. And now on the field is Sam Bone, the sophomore, in for Jason Cox. Long spiraling kick. Fumbled by Schwab, and he's able to fall on it at the 48-yard line with 55 seconds remaining. Good job by Schwab. And that was a difficult, high spiraling kick. Tough one to bring in, and it went off his fingertips, but he was alert and able to pounce on the ball before any trouble. So we'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media with the final drive of the half.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools.
Grant Malice in the shotgun, drops back, throws an out route to Loga. He's open, catches the ball out of bounds inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Clock stopped with 48 seconds remaining in the half. Excellent execution from the senior quarterback to his senior wide receiver. Malice drops back again. Tucks the ball briefly and then rolls out before being brought down by Sam Okeo, but not before Malice is able to get rid of the ball. Pass incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. 43 seconds remaining in the half. Malice sets his feet, pass deep for Loga, just outside the sideline, out of the reach of the outstretched arms of the 6'5" wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down and 10 from the 36-yard line. 37 seconds remaining in the half. Obregon now splits wide to the right along with Fleming. Verney in the slot, or the H-back spot. Sandrum splits to the right. Screen pass to Verney, and he is tackled quickly there by number 85, Fabian Roden, the defensive lineman. Clock continues to roll under 20 seconds remaining. 4th down and 9, and Malice stays on the field. Looks like they will try and maybe run one more play. And they're going to call a timeout before doing so. The clock now at 3, 2, 1, and they call a timeout with 1 second left. So we will come back for the final play of the first half in just a moment on LMC Media.
Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
We're back at Memorial Field in Mamaroneck High School. They've put 2 seconds on the clock for Malice. He's got Fleming to the right, Loga to the left, Verney to the left. Throw a deep ball high in the air. And Loga's there for the touchdown on the Hail Mary with no time left in the first half. Touchdown, Mamaroneck. lengthy senior reaches over the defense and pulls the ball in for the score as the clock is at 0. And Mamaroneck now with a 12-7 lead and will go for an untimed extra point. A beautiful job by Malice to float it up there. He had Verney and Loga in the corner. The two tallest receivers were there, and Loga comes down with the touchdown. What a catch by number 27. And what a pass from number 7. On to attempt the extra point for Mamaroneck, of course, is Josh Greenberg. Sophomore Jason Cox is there for the hold. The snap will be from number 20, Will Pineros. Gotta wait for a moment as it appears that the coach of Newburgh had something he wanted to say to the referee, George Zablo. And now Zablo takes his spot on the field. And we will attempt this extra point, which will give Mamaroneck a 13-7 lead headed into the half if they're able to convert on this one. Pineros with the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up and good. So at the end of the first half, Mamaroneck leads Newburgh 13-7. What a spectacular first half of action for the Tigers. Capped off by the gorgeous Hail Mary completion by Tyler Loga from Grant Malice. We'll be back in just a few minutes, I believe 15 minutes, with second half action here from Mamaroneck High School on LMC Media.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools, watching your government, with your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Everywhere you looked, you saw pain and loss.
The situation was dire, and I think we all needed to see some light in the darkness.
If you turned on the TV at night, all you saw were stories of loss and fear.
But on a local level, there was hope. And those were the stories that we wanted to focus on.
LMC stepped in and served as a communication bridge, not only to disseminate important information, but also to uplift our community.
LMC was able to showcase so many heroic acts taking place locally, stories that without hyperlocal media wouldn't have reached a viewing audience.
Welcome to LMC Media and our Community Conversations.
Our Community Conversations pieces were one way to let everyone know that despite all of the terrible tragedies taking place, there were amazing things happening in our community.
People look to those stories for hope and connection. I think that's what's so important. The fact that LMC has kept us all connected.
LMC taught us how to come together digitally. They helped us with every Zoom meeting from the start till now and kept us being able to connect with you.
I just want to thank LMC Media for being there for us throughout this emergency and for helping us look out for one another. You're a vital part of this community, and we could not function and govern and take care of our residents without your vital input.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high-definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand. Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I am a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, it kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go. whenever you need it.
Everywhere you looked, you saw pain and loss.
The situation was dire, and I think we all needed to see some light in the darkness.
If you turned on the TV at night, all you saw were stories of loss and fear.
But on a local level, there was hope. And those were the stories that we wanted to focus on.
LMC stepped in and served as a communication bridge, not only to disseminate important information, but also to uplift our community.
LMC was able to showcase so many heroic acts taking place locally, stories that without hyperlocal media wouldn't have reached a viewing audience.
Welcome to LMC Media and our community conversations.
Our community conversations pieces were one way to let everyone know that despite all of the terrible tragedies taking place, there were amazing things happening in our community.
People look to those stories for hope and connection. I think that's what's so important. The fact that LMC has kept us all connected.
LMC taught us how to come together digitally. They helped us with every Zoom meeting from the start till now and kept us being able to connect with you.
I just want to thank LMC Media for being there for us throughout this emergency and for helping us look out for one another. You're a vital part of this community, and we could not function and govern and take care of our residents without your vital input.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand. Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Guys aren't going to know to refill it. Tapia, Rome. Rome, tap. Hey guys, hey, hands up.
So we are back at the beginning of the second half, and it looks like there is a penalty that is being assessed on the kickoff to start the second half, as Josh Greenberg is kicking off in Newburgh territory. He is at the Newburgh 45-yard line after a 15-yard penalty is marched off, as he should be kicking from his own 40. So I'm sure Greenberg is licking his chops at the opportunity for a traditional touchback. Any ball kicked into the end zone in high school football is an automatic touchback. So we'll see what he's able to do here from the 45. And the kick is up and through the end zone for the touchback. So Newburgh will start at their own 20. As Mamaroneck leads 13-7. This is Steve Anastas coming to you from Mamaroneck High School on LMC Media. Mamaroneck leads 13-7 over the Newburgh Goldbacks. The Goldbacks won their first game 51-21 and their second game 35-0, or flip that and reverse it. I believe their first game was the 35-0 victory. Mamaroneck with I believe it was a 32-19 victory in their first game against White Plains. They have a matchup next week against New Rochelle here at Mamaroneck High School. Tice hands off on the jet sweep to number 18, Emmanuel Williams, who gets out close to the 30-yard line. They have it marked just shy of the 30. It'll be second down and short after the 9.5-yard pickup from Williams. Mamaroneck today is now down 4 of their top players. Ben Dutton and Henry Bennett are both out on the offensive and defensive line. And Nathan Friedman is missing today's game due to COVID protocol as well. And now Jack Betton is out for the remainder of today's game with a shoulder injury, as Alex Verney just swallows up Williams on that handoff. A loss of about 2 on the play. It'll be third down and 3 for Newburgh here at their own 27-yard line. We'll call it the 28. It's a long 3rd and 2. Play action pass, and Fuller with the hit on Tice as he delivers the pass incomplete. Brian Albert on the coverage, and it'll now be 4th and 3. Clock stopped with 11:09 remaining on the incompletion. Jason Cox hobbling off the field, that leg injury. It looks to be a contusion to the right calf. I can see the marking on his right leg. I'm not sure if it's a knee, thigh, or calf, so I won't speculate any further. Longezo Sandram checks in for the punt return. Snap is solid. The punt is low off the side of the foot and rolls out of bounds, and Sandram lets it roll out at the 45-yard line. So a solid opening defensive stand as Paul Fuller has some extracurricular activity going on with some of the Newburgh players as he is pulled back by Will Paneros. He had a couple choice words for the opposition there as the ball is now placed at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for Mamaroneck, and they'll take over there at their own 45. 11:02 remaining, Tigers on top, 13-7 here in the third quarter. It's a beautiful day here at Mamaroneck High School. Shotgun snap to Malice, hands off to Sandram. He picks up a solid 4 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Mamaroneck. Take a moment to remind you that LMC Media is supported by your donations, so please feel free to visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make a donation to the network. Your support is crucial. Malice with another screen pass, this time complete to Obregon, but number 1 had to tap his knee on the turf in order to come up with that completion. So he is ruled down at the spot. No gain on the play. In fact, it looks to be, marked back down at the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 at the 49-yard line. Paneros on the right slot, and penalty flag as I believe Miles Fleming moved a hair early on that one, so they'll march 5 yards off on the offsides penalty. And it'll be 3rd and 10. So back into the same formation, Loga on top of the screen. Now they flip Obregon and Verney. Fleming in the bottom of the screen. Sandram to the left of Malice. Shotgun snap. Malice drops back. He's got Sandram. He avoids the first tackler and is met just in front of the line of scrimmage. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage where they started the drive. And Mamaroneck will punt as it's now 4th and 10 at their own 45. Clock continues to move, 9.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Mamaroneck is pleased with the lead, but you know that they want to try and keep things going in a positive direction. So they cannot sacrifice too much here and need to make sure that they hold Newburgh down, as this is an explosive offense that can really put points on the board at any time. Mamaroneck has done very well to keep them to just 7 points in the first half. High snap. Greenberg does a good job getting it and punting. Punt takes a Mamaroneck bounce, but I believe it bounced out of bounds at the 40. We'll see where they spot the ball. Yes, at the 40-yard line, so just 5 yards past the original 1st down marker for Mamaroneck, and a net 15-yard punt on that one. Greenberg again did a great job to avoid the punt being blocked. That would have been devastating. So Newburgh will take over at their own 40. 1st and 10, Goldbacks. Tice, of course, still there at quarterback, the 6'6" senior. Fakes the jet sweep. Avoids the tackle of Verney. Gets outside Albert, runs up the left sideline, He steps out of bounds before being tackled at the 31-yard line. Pickup of 29 on the play on the quarterback keeper by Tice. And now we see for the first time, I believe, the sophomore, number 81, DeAndre Johnson, the 6'8", 200-pound wide receiver. He's a basketball prospect for Newburgh Free Academy, but also came up with 4 touchdown catches in the beginning of the season for the Goldbacks. He's split wide at the bottom of the screen. Jet sweep to Unique Hicks. He hurdles one tackler and is brought down at about the 20-yard line. He is helped up there as the ball is placed at the 20 and will be enough for a Goldbacks first down. Clock stopped momentarily at 8:28 and has now resumed ticking. Two receivers to the right. Fakes the handoff. Tice has some room. Gets inside the 10, down to about the 5-yard line before he is brought down by Jason Cox. It'll be another first down, now 1st and goal for the Goldbacks. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Tyler Loga now coming in for Zach Schwab as they anticipate the goal line possession and the attempt to Johnson. Good job on the run there by number 26, Quajay Witten. Gets down to the 2. Clock ticks under 7.5 remaining. Matt Sommer now checking in for Ryan Johansson. Let's see if they go for the jump ball pass to Johnson with Loga guarding him one-on-one on the left side of the screen. They hand it off on the jet sweep, and he is met in the backfield for a loss. Great pursuit by a host of Mamaroneck defenders, including the sophomore middle linebacker Jack Ramsey in on the tackle there. Loss of about 3. The ball is now on the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal with 6.5 remaining in the third. Johnson once again split out wide to the left. Let's see if they key on him on this one. He is all the way out at the numbers, isolated out with Tyler Loga. They fake the jet sweep, and now Tice is wrapped up again, this time outside the 5-yard line. Tackle again by Jack Ramsey. He had help on both plays, but I believe that was Ramsey getting his nose in the middle of that play. Now Sandrum checks in for Dylan Calderon, and it is now 4th and goal at the 7. A huge defensive stand here for Mamaroneck. Let's see if they can finish it off and hold them, keep them from scoring. Johnson now split wide right at the top of your screen. Loga follows him out there. Bevier is also on the right. Tice looks, fades, now throws to Johnson. Oh, caught by Johnson. Loga unable to stop him as he cuts back and gets the pass for the touchdown. Good job by Tice to buy himself some time and give Johnson an opportunity to shake Loga on that play, and he's able to get enough room to complete the pass for the touchdown.
Nobody block that kick.
Interestingly, in looking at the replay, he sure came very close to the end zone line, which would have been a violation, but of course there is no replay. The kick is up and good. So the score is now 14-13 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
In to kick off for Newburgh is number 55, Vito Grassi. Back to receive is Zach Schwab, number 21. And I believe that's Longezo Sandrum, but no matter, the ball doesn't make it inside the 35. It is picked up at the 38 by Jack Yeager, the junior, number 15. Does a good job of picking that up and getting it back to the 40-yard line. So Mamaroneck will start there with good field position at their own 40-yard line. It was hard to tell on that touchdown catch by Johnson, but when he fell to the ground, it sure looked like his leg was on the end line, which is a violation. You are not allowed to go out of bounds and then come back in and be the first person to touch the ball. But they didn't see it, and there is no replay review for a call like that. Not that there's a replay review at all in high school football. But moving on, Graham Malice keeps it there and tries to throw a leading pass to Verney just outside his reach, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 at their own 40. Clock stop with 5:08 remaining in the third quarter. Mamaroneck playing really well here today against these Newburgh Goldbacks, who have really put a lot of points on the board against their previous two opponents. And now he gives it to Sandrum, who breaks it to the outside. Good job putting his shoulder into number 7, Nashawn Johnson, who was then pushed out of bounds late, and there will be a late hit call, personal foul, as Sandrum is able to get to the first down marker. It would have been close to a first down, but yes, and it does look like he did have enough for the first down pickup, but the penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct will go against Newburgh. Late hit out of bounds against, I believe, Anthony Anzalone, the junior defensive back, number 8. Interestingly, he's listed as 5'10". I struggle to believe he is actually that tall. He looks like he's more like 5'4". But regardless, the ball is marched all the way down to the Newburgh 35-yard line. Yeah, that might be someone else in the number 8 uniform, because they have him listed as 5'10", 175, and that seems unlikely. Sandrum once again blasting through the line. up close to another first down at the 25-yard line. Number 25, Jermaine Robinson, a little slow to get up there as Sandram put a licking on the tacklers who were trying to bring him down. And that is enough for another Mamaroneck first down. Verney in the backfield in the halfback slot position. Malice keeps it that time and is brought down by Jermaine Robinson, the senior middle linebacker. Loss of about a yard on the play. Will be second down and 11. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Loga on the left side along with Obregon. And an offsides called on the snap count by Malice. Encroachment on the defense will march it 5 yards. A lack of discipline really biting the Newburgh team, as that is several times where they've jumped off sides here today. Play coming in, coded from the offensive signal callers there next to Coach Vitti. Malice going with a hard count once again. Trying to get a defensive indicator there. Now they send in the play once again. Malice with the pass. Oh, and that looks to be, I don't see a flag, but Obregon never touched the ball, and he was dragged to the ground before he could get his hands on it. But no pass interference called there, so it'll be third down and 6. No, third down and 7. As the ball is on the 22-yard line. Verney now on the left side of the line. Malice moves sideways, and now he's going to the right. Everyone's screaming for an illegal formation or illegal procedure. And now they are set. No penalty called. Pass to Verney is complete. Across inside the 10-yard line, and he is taken down hard at the 8-yard line, but not before getting the first down for Mamaroneck. First and goal, Tigers. So a little confusion there in the offensive set, but no harm, no foul, as the saying goes. And now Verney will take a breather as Will Pineros comes in as his replacement. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Malice has Pineros shifting right. Now hands it off to Sandram. He breaks one tackle and is then taken down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 2. Second down and goal for Mamaroneck. Verney now being called back over. And they will bring Verney in along with Ramsey. I'm not sure who Ramsey's coming in for. Oh, he's coming in for Longezo Sandram. Right, that would make sense, as he's also a running back. Sandram has been carrying the lion's share of the load. They give it to Ramsey. Ramsey's taken down at just about the 5-yard line. Good physical play here from both sides. It's now third and goal, just outside the 5. 2:40 remaining in the third quarter. Mamaroneck trailing 14-13. Tackle made on that previous play by Sam Okeo, the junior defensive lineman. Ramsey stays in the game, and there is now a timeout called on the field. Timeout by Mamaroneck. They want to talk this over, make sure they don't squander another red zone opportunity. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Come on.
So we're back at Mamaroneck High School's Memorial Field. This is Steve Anastas for LMC Media. 2:14 remaining in the third quarter. The score is Newburgh 14, Mamaroneck 13. It is 3rd and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. Sandram in the backfield with Malice. Going for Fleming in the end zone. Touchdown, Miles Fleming. Beautiful pass by Malice just over the outstretched arms of the defender, Anthony Anzalone, and Fleming with his first touchdown as a varsity player. 2:08 remaining in the third quarter. It's 19-14 with the extra point to come. Just a beautiful pass and catch from Malice to Fleming. And it looks like they are sending the offense back on the field for a 2-point conversion to try and give them the traditional 7-point margin. They move it over to the right hash. They leave Loga and Fleming split wide to the left. Verney in the tight end spot on the left. No one on the right. They move everything to the left. They've got Fleming. Oh, just outside his reach. Malice rushed it just a little bit. He knows he wants that one back. But still, it is Mamaroneck now on top, 19-14 with 2:08 remaining in the third. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Grant Miles, come here. Grant Miles, come here. Hey, hands up. So stay seated. I'll come to you. Two. Do you think we can do this? If we put you in the 5-6
Back at Memorial Field at Mamaroneck High School, this is Stephen Assis for LMC Media. 2:08 remaining in the third. Mamaroneck with a 19-14 lead as Josh Greenberg kicks off. Nice high end-over-end kick taken at the 5. And he tries to turn back. Oh, good job turning around. Finds a seam, but no, he is now taken down by, yes, that is number 24, Teddy Auker, the sophomore wide receiver defensive back, with a solid tackle there on special teams. Just like to take a personal moment to point out that as Miles Fleming's first ever football coach, I take full credit for all of his success and performance on the field and in perpetuity into the future. No, just kidding, but I was very proud to be a coach of Miles's when he was just a little tyke, and you can see the growth and development that has come through as he is now a junior excelling on the football field and now bringing in his first touchdown to give Mamaroneck this 5-point lead. Tice keeps it up the middle. Oh, he's wrapped up well. Great job by Potas. Tice thought he had a clearing, but he didn't know that he had the junkyard dog around his ankles, dragging him to the ground. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Newburgh at their own 25-yard line. So it's a 20-yard return by, I believe, Unique Hicks on that kickoff by Greenberg. Cox is at the right corner. Schwab at the left corner. Teddy Auker now at strong safety, and Brian Albert at free safety. Tice rolls right, pass complete. Albert unable to come up with the tackle there as the receiver gets close to midfield before finally being dragged down by Paneros. I believe that completion was to Elijah Bevier. And he picks up the first down and is knocked out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. First and 10 Newburgh as they're looking to try and retake the lead here with 1:06 remaining in the third. Jet sweep to Bevier. He has a blocker, but not before Brian Albert can fight his way through and bring him to the ground after about a 7-yard pickup. Good job there by Newburgh to matriculate the ball down the field, but Brian Albert was able to snuff that out before they picked up another first down. Graney is now playing two ways today with Bennett and Dutton out. Mamaroneck dipping into their bench. Good pursuit by Mamaroneck there, but not before he's able to pick up the first down is Eric Duncan, the running back. Taken down by Zach Schwab. First and 10 Goldbacks at the Mamaroneck 40-yard line. Jet sweep around the left end. He cuts it back. Unique Hicks picks up about 7 on the play, down to about the 33. Verney gets a hand up from his opponent. It'll be 2nd down and 3 as the clock winds down. That should do it for the third quarter. Mamaroneck leads 19-14 as we head to the fourth. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Tackle, stay close. Also, Grant, what happened to the shape? Dylan!
It's fourth quarter time here at Mamaroneck High School. Mamaroneck leads 19-14 over Newburgh. Newburgh is marching downfield, though, as they have the ball at the Mamaroneck 33-yard line. Second and short as Tice drops back to pass. He goes deep over the center. Brian Albert on the defense, but the pass is complete for the touchdown to Hicks to start the fourth quarter. Solid pass and catch there on the touchdown from Tice to Hicks as Albert gave chase. And Newburgh now leads 20-19 with the extra point to come. So it looks like they're going to be going for two. They have Tyler Loga checking in for Zach Schwab because once again you see the long shadow of number 81, DeAndre Johnson, has checked in and is now on the right side of the formation. Mamaroneck has shaded the formation that way as well. We'll see. And Tice does go for Johnson. And incomplete. Good job by Loga to face guard the 6'8" wide receiver and break up the pass. Incomplete, so it remains 2019. Newburgh on top. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media. .11:54 remaining as there was just one play into the fourth quarter. Mamaroneck now trails by 1 point. Back to receive is Zach Schwab and Lorenzo Sandrin. The kicker for Newburgh has not gotten it very far downfield, but this time able to do so. And Schwab goes to the ground trying to field that kick, so he is marked down at that spot. Fortunately, it is at the 23-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Mamaroneck at their own 23 as they take possession. 1st and 10, down by 1 point. Their offense has been productive pretty much every possession. I can't even recall if there's been a 3 and out. I think maybe in the beginning of the game there was, but they really have been able to move the ball effectively against this Goldbacks defense. They're going to need some offensive production here as they've got the entire 4th quarter and down by 1 point. I'm sure if you ask the coaching staff if they would take this scenario coming into the game, they'd say absolutely. Malice is blasted to the ground, and the ball is loose. And they will march in for the touchdown. Nashawn Johnson. Malice feels that he was moving forward, and his arm was moving forward on the pass. And he did move forward, and the ball was incomplete, but the officials ruled it as a fumble and a return for a touchdown. So once again, the lack of replay is biting the Tigers here as they now are down 26-19 with the extra point to come. A very unfortunate turn of events for the Tigers here, as Malice took a hard shot by a couple of pass rushers. And though his arm was moving forward, they ruled it as a fumble. So they'll try for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, all good. And it's now 27-19, so Mamaroneck is now down by 8 points with 11:41 to play. We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC Media.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high-definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Don't adjust your dial. This is the same scenario we had just a few minutes ago. Newburgh in to kick off. And this time it is a squib kick fielded by Teddy Auker at his own 30-yard line. Of course, his knee was on the ground when he got the ball, so he is down there. Dead ball. And will be possession Mamaroneck, 1st and 10 at that spot. So 11:41 to play in the game. Mamaroneck now trails by 8, 27-19. And they march their offense out on the field. Tyler Loga split wide to the bottom of the screen, along with Nicholas Obregon. Miles Fleming at the top of the screen. Malice with the pass to Loga, just a little bit in front of him. If he had caught that, DeAndre Johnson is now playing defense as the free safety, as you can see the long frame of number 81 out about the 40-yard line. He was ready to wrap up Loga if he had completed that pass. Verney in the right halfback spot. Hand off to Sandrum. He breaks one tackle, gets across the 30, out to about the 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. The Goldbacks defense is stiffening up here in the late going. Mamaroneck is going to need something here to get out past the 40. They do not want to have to go for it on 4th down. And they try again for the hard count, and once again Newburgh jumps off sides. So it goes from 3rd and 8 very quickly to 3rd and 3. Unless they're calling that on the offense, we'll have to see. I guess we'll wait for the official call. I apologize for jumping the gun. Let's see what the call is. Oh, they're picking up that flag. So after a conference from the side judge, or the head lineman, it'll be 3rd down and 8. Clock now continues to roll. Fleming now moves to his spot at the top of your screen. Malice with the pass for Loga. He puts it up. Oh, just a little outside the outstretched arms of Tyler Loga. Some jostling with Nashawn Johnson there as he tries to fight for positioning, and he gets free to chase after the ball, but is unable to run under it as Malice put plenty of air under the ball, but unfortunately it was just too far out of the reach of Loga. So on to punt is number 19, Josh Greenberg, for his 3rd or 4th punt of the day. We have a quick whistle here as the referees are trying to figure something out at the line of scrimmage.
It was a lot different back in the day.
Yeah, they had moved the ball to a very incorrect spot on the field and put it at 4th and 10 instead of 4th and 7. So now that they're properly positioned, Mamaroneck will now snap for the punt. Oh, and they go for the fake. No, it's a pooch punt. Good job by Greenberg to get outside and then kick. And now they call a penalty, and it looks to be a late hit. Oh, this could be a huge turn of events. Let's wait and see what the official call is. Yes, personal foul, roughing the kicker, will be a 1st down for Mamaroneck. Huge call for Mamaroneck as they will have retained possession and get the ball at midfield on that call. So Greenberg rolls to the outside and then kicks and then is blasted down to the ground, which is roughing the kicker. So now the ball is placed at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 with 10 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. You can see from the scoreboard on your screen that Mamaroneck still trails 27-19. Oh, and Sandrum flinched, and that will be offsides on Mamaroneck. So it'll be 1st and 15 after they march off the 5-yard penalty. There's a lot of chatter down on the field as a lot of the Newburgh coaches did not agree with that roughing penalty. But that's in the past now. There have been a couple of calls that have gone incorrectly here, but this is high school football. That happens. Oh, Sandrum takes that shuffle pass. It drops to the ground. I'm not sure if they call that an incompletion or just a fumble recovery, and then he's tackled at the 42. So it'll be second down and 8 now after that fumble. Mamaroneck, of course, utilizing the no-huddle offense, so they're possibly catching Newburgh a little unaware as Malice pumps, rolls to the left, steps and throws. Oh, great catch by the cornerback, Nashawn Johnson, but he was well out of bounds on that attempted interception. So the pass is incomplete. It's now third down and 8 for Mamaroneck. Their offensive production had been so consistent for the first 3 quarters. It is now stalled here at the worst possible time. They need something in order to close the gap and get close to the first down marker, at least to give themselves an opportunity for a 4th down attempt, if not getting the first down here. Sandrum to his right, Verney also to his right. He drops back to pass, and he is wrapped up, and then throws, intercepted by Eric Duncan. He reverses field. He's not tackled yet. His coach is imploring him to go down to the ground as Owen Karpelis tackles him. So a turnover gives the ball back to Newburgh. And Newburgh now has possession at the Mamaroneck 30. Malice did a wonderful job to try and fight through that pass rush and stay on his feet so that he could complete the pass for the first down. Unfortunately, he ended up delivering it to Newburgh on the play. He was almost in the grasp, but he was able to throw forward. So now Tice drops back, and he will be, almost sacked. He's able to fight through. Ramsey unable to wrap him up, and he was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It does appear he was tackled for it looked like he was tackled for a loss, but they do mark him at the 30, which is the original line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. Amare Tice does seem to be moving with a bit of a hobble to his step, so I'm not sure if he has the elusiveness he might have had in the first half. But being a football player, he wants to stay in the game, demonstrate his toughness. Handoff on the jet sweep to Elijah Bevier. He gets across the 30 down to about the 27, where he will be marked down after forward progress. So it'll be third down and 7. Correction, it's marked at the 28, so it'll be third down and 8 here for Newburgh. Huge third down play here at 3rd and long. As number 58, Gavin Meyer for Newburgh, seems to be a little hobbled as well. Let's see if Verney can take advantage there on the edge. It'll be Fuller that is matched up against Meyer. Tice shifts left, pass incomplete. Bring up 4th down and 8 from the 28-yard line. And Tice now goes over to the sideline. We'll see if they look to go for it on 4th down or punt and try and pin Mamaroneck deep in their own zone. Tice still talking it over with Coach Bill Bianco. And here he comes back onto the field, so they will go for it on 4th down. You see DeAndre Johnson towering over the offensive huddle. as Tyler Loga now comes in for Zach Schwab to match up with Johnson. Let's see if that is the call. Johnson split left on the top of your screen with Loga shadowing him. And the pass does go up for Johnson. Just over the outstretched reach of Johnson. Would have been a spectacular over the shoulder grab, but I believe he was out of bounds. So that's a turnover on downs, and Mamaroneck will take over. It'll be 1st and 10.
Hand-eye coordination is a boom. That's just not easy.
We'll be back in just a moment here on LMC.
Like, you're literally... What's this team?
No, this is, I have no idea.
I know you.
Their original opponent got canceled though. You have to rebook this opponent like yesterday.
And now they called a timeout.
Get your water in, fellas.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
What I do know is, like you said, it's the mentality. If like, we already had like the guys who are on like the wrestling team.
You look at the yearbooks. Look at the pictures of like the yearbooks from like the football team back in the day.
And shit like that.
Yeah, they're not
it's not what they do here. Like we had the weight room, and kids wanted to be in the weight room, like religiously. That's not what the.
Yeah.
I mean, we wanted to be in the weight room. We just wanted to get bigger, not because it was sports.
7:24 remaining in the 4th quarter. Mamaroneck trails 27-19, 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line. Pass to Sandrum. He eludes one tackler, sidesteps another. Oh, a nice spin move out almost to the 1st down marker. Just shy at about the 37, 38-yard line. We'll see where they mark him down. It's marked down at about the 37. It'll be a yard shy of the 1st. 2nd down and 1. Loga and Obregon on your left. Pass to Obregon. Caught! Beautiful catch by Obregon. He maintains possession. A rifle pass from Malice, just a little inside. Obregon able to adjust his body and come up with the catch for the 1st down. 1st and 10, Mamaroneck at their 41-yard line. Well, that's some bad spotting. He was all the way out to the 43-yard line. Forward progress should have given him an extra 2 yards, but no matter. It's a 1st down for Mamaroneck. Another quick count by Malice. Doesn't impact the defense. Now the official call comes in from the sideline. High snap handed off to Sandrum. And he is knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a loss of about 5 on the play. Clock stopped with 6:18 remaining in the game. It'll be 2nd down and 15 on the 36. Verney, Obregon, and Fleming now split wide to the right. Pass complete to Verney, and he's taken down at the 31, so a loss of 5 on the screen. Be 3rd down and 20 now for Mamaroneck as they are going backwards here on this drive.
Post corner. They got fast kids.
Really need to get something going here as the clock winding down to 6 minutes remaining in the game. They're going to need some magic here from someone on this offense. Defense now comes up to press coverage and is implored by the coaching staff to back up as it's 3rd and 20. And now there's movement on the line. The offsides on the offense will march it back another 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 25 now at the 26-yard line. They need to get to the Newburgh 49-yard line for a 1st down.
He was a college football coach. Came from Colorado.
Malice now comes set in the shotgun. Verney moving over to the left side of the formation along with Tyler Loga. Malice looks for Loga. Pass incomplete off the outstretched arms of Loga as he's helped to the off the turf by Johnson. And Mamaroneck will send in the punting unit as the clock is stopped with 5:15 remaining in the game.
Even when they were down, they never stopped having fun.
That was a tough possession for Mamaroneck. And you might have heard through the field mic the coach for Newburgh reminding his team, do not hit the punter. It seems like a natural bit of advice, but after a couple of roughing calls on Newburgh, he felt the need to remind them one more time. And now Sandrum is into punt. And that kick goes off the side of his foot and takes a Newburgh bounce and does not actually even reach the line of scrimmage. So it's a loss of 1 on that punt. And Newburgh will take over there at the Mamaroneck 25-yard line, 1st and 10 when we come back after this message on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Tice hands off on the jet sweep, cuts it up, and is tackled there by Paneros after a gain of about 2. Newburgh didn't feel the need to take much more time on the turnover there, the end of the punt rather. Clock continues to roll with 4:40 remaining in the game. Newburgh clinging to an 8-point lead. Mamaroneck needs a stop or a turnover here in order to claw back into this. Tice and Newburgh's offense in no hurry to run a play. The clock is their friend and Mamaroneck's enemy right now. Good job by Sek to slow up the running back, but not before he breaks that tackle and fights inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 1 with 4:03 remaining as the running back stepped out of bounds at the last second. I believe that carry was by Kwaje Witten.
He's the only one that's kept going.
that dude right there is the real MVP. If it wasn't for him, the stands would be quiet.
So 4:03 remaining, almost at the 4-minute warning here. Johnson now split wide to the left with Zach Schwab on him. The only receiver split out. They fake the toss. Oh, it's a fumble, and it's recovered by Mamaroneck. Falling on the ball is Alex Verney. With 3:58 remaining, Mamaroneck takes over at their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers.
Let's go, Mamaroneck!
Oh, exactly the kind of turn of events that the Tigers needed here, as the offense will take over with 4 minutes remaining and 80 yards to go for the potential game-tying score. Fleming, Verney, Sandrum, Obregon, Loga are your skill position players, along with Malice. Malice takes the shotgun snap, and he is sacked. Ruled down. Fumble is not a fumble. He was ruled down by contact. Sacked down inside his own 10-yard line. Clock continues to roll. 3:40 remaining. Loss of about 12 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 22.
Yeah, that's me up here. Oh, you heard me screaming, "Go Mamaroneck!" Oh, you heard me like, ooh, ooh.
Obregon now comes into the left side of the formation. Malice avoids the rush. Pass incomplete as it skips off the turf into Fleming's hands. Clock stopped with 3:11 to play. 3rd down now for Mamaroneck. The odds are getting long here for the Mamaroneck Tigers, as they now have 3rd and a mile for a 1st down. Loga split wide to the left. Verney now moving to the right side of the formation with Fleming. So 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Sandrum in the backfield with Malice. Malice drops back to pass, complete. Oh, pass intercepted by Iorlano. Pick 6 off the hands of Loga as he is blasted to the ground, and Newburgh brings it in for the score. That'll make it 33-19 with the extra point to come.
So he left his feet, right?
3:04 remaining in the game.
That's the fucking problem. Like, especially if you're going to leave
The
your
officials
feet, make
are
sure you come down with it.
convening at around the 10-yard line. Let's wait and see what their call is. The scoreboard has not changed. I did not see a penalty marker on the field. One of the officials is going over to Coach Vitti to talk to him, but the Mamaroneck defense is out on the field, and the Newburgh offense is out on the field. So it appears that, well, now wait a second. They are taking the touchdown off the board and ruling that the play is dead at the 15-yard line. I'm sorry, I don't have a clear explanation for you as to why that interception was not returnable, but it seems that they have ruled that the ball was dead at the 15.
I'm filming. This is what they said. This is what they got me set up.
I can tell you there are a lot of heads shaking around in the coach's box as they are trying to figure out why that interception returned for a touchdown is being taken off the board. With 3:04 remaining, it could be academic, though, as Newburgh is definitely going to try and either score quickly to take a 2-score lead or burn as much of these 3 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock as they can. Tice has Duncan to his left. Johnson split wide left with Zach Schwab on him in single man-to-man coverage. Jet sweep around the left side to Williams. And Williams takes it in for the touchdown around the left side for the score. So now it is 33-19. And Newburgh will attempt the extra point.
Wait, they just changed Mamaronek's score.
.254 remaining in the fourth quarter as Mamaroneck's hopes just took a devastating blow. They fought so hard here today, had the lead for the majority of the game. The kick is up and good. So it's now 34-19, a 15-point lead with under 3 minutes to go. Mamaroneck is going to need a miracle here, ×2, in order to find a way to claim victory here at Memorial Field. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
Media on your Apple TV in full high definition. Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
That's like, okay, all right. That's a good way to leave school, honestly. That's a better way to leave school.
So with 2:54 remaining here at Memorial Field, Mamaroneck High School, Mamaroneck trails Newburgh 34-19. Squib kick is fielded at the 25-yard line by Zachary Wender. He's taken down at around the 30. Will be 1st and 10 for Mamaroneck. The clock is stopped with 2:47 remaining. The ball is marked at the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers there. They'll need 2 touchdowns and 2 extra point conversions, or 1 extra point conversion and a 2 in order to tie it. That's a lot to ask in just under 3 minutes. But stranger things have happened, and that's why sports are so exciting, because you never know what's going to happen. As a perfect example, if you had taken these 2 teams on paper, you wouldn't have felt that the game would have been as close as it was, especially when you consider Mamaroneck was missing 2 of their top offensive weapons and 2 of their best linemen. Sandrum takes it across the 30, gets out to what looks like the original line of scrimmage before being taken down. The clock continues to roll. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. These Mamaroneck coaches are a proud bunch, and they will never admit defeat, but it looks like they have raised the flag somewhat, running the ball on 1st down, down by 15 with 2 minutes left. Now Malice drops back to pass. He has his receiver open. Oh, good defensive play there by number 6, Unique Hicks, defending that pass intended for Miles Fleming. Fleming had a step, but Hicks's speed was able to close the distance. He was able to get a hand on that and knock it away. So the clock is stopped with 1:59 remaining. Malice once again passing, this time has Verney. Good catch by Verney, gets across midfield and is knocked out of bounds at the Newburgh 47. So Mamaroneck is in business in positive territory. 1:51 remaining. They need a couple of shots to the end zone if they can try it. We'll see what the offensive coaches draw up here. Loga and Verney on the left. Obregon and Fleming on the right. Malice looking for Obregon just over the outstretched arms. If he had hit him in stride there, that could have gone for a score, just what they were looking for. Beautiful pass there from Malice, but man, did he take a shot at the end of that play. And he's being helped up by Sandram. Good looking pass from Malice as the rush was right in his face. He stood tall and delivered that pass. Took a real shot to his right wrist. Luckily, he is a lefty, but he had a defender right in his face as he was delivering that pass. Malice has looked really sharp all day, just like he has in the first game. But unfortunately, things just have not worked out for him. A few passes just out of the reach of some receivers. A few other plays that just didn't go as designed. But Malice has really played a superb game here, as have most of the Mamaroneck Tigers. It's just this is a tough roster that they're facing as Sandram fights forward. Good job there. Oh, and he has the ball stripped away. We'll see what the officials rule. No, they ruled him down by contact. His knee did appear to touch the ground just as the ball was being pried loose. I'll take a look at the replay really quickly. Sandram fighting forward. Yeah, there is his knee on the ground. As the Newburgh player raced all the way into the end zone. And now a penalty flag is on the field for what I believe would be delay of game. Number 57, James Tharp, had no idea that it wasn't a fumble. And so now Mamaroneck has the ball at the Newburgh 14-yard line. 1st and 10, the clock stopped at 1:25. This game is not over yet. Malice drops back. He has Fleming. Pass caught inside the 10, down around the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for Mamaroneck in the hurry-up offense now as the clock continues to roll. 1:10, 1:09, tick, tick, tick. They've got to get something here. Malice drops back, passes to Fleming. Just off the hands of Fleming, as he is closely guarded in the right corner of the end zone. Clock stopped with 58 seconds remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 4 at the 8-yard line. It's Loga and Obregon with Verney. Trips left. Fleming, single set right. Sandram to Malice's right. Malice looks left, passes left. He's got Verney in the corner. Touchdown! Alex Verney with the score with 51 seconds remaining. Gorgeous pass and catch by Malice to Verney. And Mamaroneck is now down by 9 points with the extra point to come. Greenberg is on to attempt the extra point to make it an 8-point deficit. Pineros in to snap, Cox in to hold. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and blocked. Unfortunately, Greenberg unable to get the elevation on the kick needed to avoid the defensive rush from Newburgh. It's a 9-point game with 51 seconds left, and there is no give up in this Mamaroneck team. You can see the coaches imploring the team to keep their heads up and stay in it. It'll be interesting to see if Greenberg can execute an onside kick attempt here. Coach Justin Washington talking to his special teams group. See Teddy Auker and Matthew Wright out there with Tyler Loga and Jack Jager, as well as Brian Albert, Yelly Seck, Sam Bone, Chris Gramaggio, as well as Alex Verney. And I believe is that, yes, Evan Williams as well. I don't believe I left anyone out there, so we've got also, yes, Chris Gramaggio as well. So, Josh Greenberg will be kicking off from his own 40. We'll see what kind of formation they employ, as Newburgh has their hands team out. Let's see what kind of trickery Mamaroneck has. With the formation lined up the way they are, Mamaroneck might be just as well to try and kick it deep and chase it down. So they go for a pooch kick. Oh, it is fumbled, but out of bounds. So Newburgh will take over with 50 seconds remaining. They'll be able to line up in victory formation twice, and that should do it. A fantastic effort from the Mamaroneck Tigers here, shorthanded, missing a couple of their key starters. Mamaroneck's backup players filled in ably for them, but Newburgh in the end was just a little too much to handle after a turnover here or there and some fine execution by the Goldbacks on a couple of plays ended up being the difference in this game. Tice now limping back onto the field once again. He's obviously going to have some ice on his body after this game. Verney and Fuller put a pounding on him in the first half to be certain, and he is feeling the effects of that. One thing you can be certain of, Newburgh will be coming away from this game with a newfound respect for the Mamaroneck Tigers football program as they do line up in victory formation. Quick whistle, and the clock is ticking down to 40 seconds, so now they just need to clock it one more time, and that should do it here at Memorial Field. Great performances from both sides of the ball from Mamaroneck, and a very solid performance from Newburgh. They had a few missteps that gave Mamaroneck some life and a few opportunities. Mamaroneck capitalized on it, made the most of it, but in the end it was Newburgh that comes out on top and will move to 3-0 as Mamaroneck drops this contest and will move forward with a 1-1 record They'll be getting back a few players next week as they face New Rochelle, but I fear they may have lost their star player, Jack Betton. We'll have to wait and see how things shape up for him as we move forward. But this has been a fantastic performance by the Mamaroneck Tigers roster in these first 2 games of the season. We are very honored to be bringing you spring football here at Mamaroneck High School on LMC Media. For our sports producer Rob Moretti and our executive director Matt Sullivan, I'm Steve Anastas for LMC Media.